Talk about like working
out.
1, 2. Another yoga. One more yoga. Yogi.
Yogi.
Okay.
Whose Shinerbach is that?
Mine?
I might have to take one, buddy.
You bought that?
I bought it Friday.
Oh.
I got pretty drunk
Nice.
on it.
Okay, we're good whenever.
Here we go. Podstache, straight ahead.
Koopa.
Right.
Justin Shank.
Left.
Christopher Lee.
Glasses.
Jared Stapp.
That way.
Get your boy.
This way.
There, Gorba.
Hey, all right.
I don't- Well, we were talking off air just for a minute about workout routines and
Insanity.
well, no. Well, Justin started with DDP yoga, which is fantastic. I've got to eat. Let me
Well, I
borrow
started
it.
it like in August. And I
Right.
stopped doing it, but I've been doing it again.
But
so.
one thing that I've always wanted to do, everybody's talking about P90X, and all these work. It's just about your commitment to it.
Yeah.
The thing with P90X is that it requires some things that I can't really do in my place. Like it requires the pull-up bar and a couple other things. Insanity is all just fucking like you don't need anything. It's kind of like DDP yoga.
Yeah.
Just a yoga mat, fucking rock and roll.
Yeah. Yeah. It is funny to think about. Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
Diamond cutter. Bang.
Yeah, that's one
He's
of
got a
the-
yoga
that's-
move, the
that's
diamond
one of
cutter.
That's one of the moves.
Yeah. But yeah. It works though. I mean, like
It
is,
feels fucking good. Like once
it's
you're
hard.
done,
Like when you do this, and he's telling you to fucking tighten your toes down, and then get the muscles going in your calves, and then slowly push your legs in, and then
Yeah.
go up. Oh, dude, it's hard.
Well, it's all about like it's all about
And by 16, that's great.
dynamic resistance, they say.
Yeah.
So it's about like when you're standing in a place and you're standing somewhere, you what you do is you take your toes, you grip the mat with your toes. So you plant your feet, activate your calf muscles, clench your thighs, clench your butt, and then you do all the positions with your lower half, and then you like. But while you're doing these like moves, you flex while you're doing it. So you're like, it's what is that? Polymetric, isometrics, right?
Isometrics, yeah.
Isometrics. A lot of it's isometrics. But like the thing is, like, you know, it works. Like you feel sore as fuck the next day.
The 20-minute videos, I made it 8
Here's-
minutes before I was about to throw up.
What cracks me up.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Oh, I know it's crazy, and all these workouts work, and they're fucking crazy.
That's the thing. All these workouts, all it is just tricking yourself into not getting bored.
Right.
That's all
I
it is.
completely
It's
agree.
just
Yeah.
different niches. That's all
Yeah.
it is. It's just
Well,
Yeah.
I think dieting and losing weight is tricking yourself in half the battle. Is half the battle, you know. And the other thing too is realizing that the hardest thing for me and the hardest thing for I think bigger guys in general is you want to lose weight fast. I'm good at that. If I you know, you guys have seen me in certain points in my life where it's just like I want to lose weight. 4 months into it, I'm down 50 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I can do that. The problem is that it's not built to last. You know what I mean? And you really got to build yourself to have a lifelong diet.
It's a
On
different
it dot com.
way to do it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a different way to do it. Like to me, I'm enjoying like the idea of doing the yoga because you know the whole idea behind like yoga originally is like a mental, what is it? Meditation type of thing. And like the DDP, it's obviously not like full on like meditate. It's a little bit more intense. But like while you're doing it, yeah. While you're doing it though, like you know he's.
It's a really different type of workout, and it's
Yeah.
really amazing because you're learning to flex and use muscles that you've never used before.
But it's like stretching at the same time.
Not never used
You know,
before,
like,
but
I'm
never
enjoying it because
realized
like
that you use.
it is definitely more intense than like because I've seen yoga before, and yoga is more about the intensity and the flexibility. This one's kind of having you activate your stuff, and it's enjoyable for me because you know when I get home from work and I fucking hate my job and I'm pissed off. There's that moment when
It's
you're
the
doing
cycle.
when you're doing this shit, you're doing it, and there's the moment when you're like 10 minutes into it, and you're doing like the rows where you like push out and you come back in, and like just the simple it's sad that in my mind this activates me so much more than other stuff, but when you're pushing out, you know he like in the one clip he just says like he's like and push all that bad stuff out of your life. Like all the stress from your day, just push it on out. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Fuck yeah, man. Like,
I think you
I
should-
feel like I'm just like fucking like. Then I get pissed, and I'm like, yeah, like this is working, you know.
I think also you should start
Dieting?
meditating. Meditating is
I've thought about it
and
before.
breathing.
Yeah.
Like breathing is half
Breathing's
the
a
battle.
huge part of that thing. Yeah.
But I think learning to kind of rid your mind, and I'm just learning about it. Like I don't know how to do this very well, but because I'm the constant warrior.
Don't pay your bills.
I am that way. You know what though? You just got to say fuck it at one point or another.
Yeah.
What are they gonna fucking do? Garnish the paycheck that I'm not getting? You know?
A lot of like the exercise, a lot of it comes down to how motivated / lazy you are.
Absolutely.
And also what your job is.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you go to a job where you're working a lot and you hate your life, you're gonna go out to lunch every day. You're gonna eat fucking garbage.
Oh, I totally agree.
You know,
I
remember-
Dude, I'm 100% with you on that because like the thing is like when I'm at home, I don't eat like shit.
yeah.
Like when I'm at home, like I'll make some brown rice. I'll eat like an egg. You know, I'll like eat like a moderate proportion. But when I'm at work, and I have the chance to go out to lunch, I'm at work. I'm just like fuck this. I'm like,
It totally
hey,
agree.
there's Taco Bell. Fuck
Moderate
this, man.
proportions, like
you know.
ever since I've left the job, like moderate proportions at the house has been so much easier. When I was at work,
poor.
yeah, no.
That helps.
It helps and it hurts because for me, like I just went shopping. Like I did a photo shoot and I had a little extra scratch, so I was like, I gotta fill the fucking house. I gotta get food, and I was like, how do I make this last for a month? How do I make $50 last me a month? And what it means is you're buying ramen and dollar
Shitty
pizzas.
food goes a lot farther.
Well,
You know
and
what I
that's
mean?
Sucks. Yeah.
And that does suck. But proportioning it helps. Doesn't mean it's very good, but it's better than I mean, when I was working and I hated my job, dude, I'd hit fucking
Well,
McDonald's
that's the thing,
5 days a
because
week.
A lot of the times, you know, these shitty jobs that you hate, you're working, you know, they're going to, first off, you fucking hate your job. But also a lot of the time is, you know, you get like a 30-minute break, 30-minute lunch break.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do? You
Fast.
you want to get out of there. And you want to, you know, and you have this much time. So,
Right.
okay, I need to get out of here. And what's quick? Okay, cool. I'm going to go to Wendy's or McDonald's, you know.
Pretty
So,
Well, and as a smoker, like my thing was, I don't care about food. I just want to fucking huff it, and I'm gonna go have a cigarette for 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Like that was my mindset. So I didn't want to get something that was cheaper. I would just there's a fucking Pizza Hut here.
Yeah.
You know, we made all these fucking
And
sandwiches
it's not trying to make excuses. Because
just the reality.
I'm guilty of like both of those things, like very much so.
a lot
And
of it is
I-
making excuses to yourself, though.
Well,
of course.
absolutely. And the thing is, like, I do it and I fucking hate myself for it. But in my mind, it's just like that brief moment of like eating a fucking shitty
There's
meal. It's
actually
like,
a-
fuck it, man. Like, and it
there's-
sucks. It
there-
sucks. You know.
There's actually a really good documentary that I just watched on Netflix, by the way. I'll find it and I'll post it to. And it has to do with the idea of it starts out with smoking and the idea that we've built cigarettes with more nicotine in it meant to be more addictive for you. Okay, so and the chemicals and everything's about it was meant to kind of make you addicted. Food has done the same thing.
Yeah.
And they're chemically engineering food. And I know this sounds like an excuse, and it is. But they're chemically engineering food so that your brain immediately gets that fix as soon as you eat it. Okay, so and they're also talking about specific things like with the FDA. So like the FDA doesn't do their own scientific, they don't do their experiments. They have the company that is making this food do their own and come up with those conclusions and send it to the FDA.
I feel like I've seen that documentary, but I don't know what it is.
I forgot what it's called. I'll figure it out. I'll post it.
But even in Super Size Me, he talks about when he's eating this McDonald's, he's like, I feel good.
And then
But then
you
when
feel-
I'm done,
I
I
feel
feel,
like-
like shit.
And like,
And it's all about
and
habit.
it's shitty and it's shitty and true.
Like I remember,
You know?
like you get 2 weeks into going to do your normal workout, and it feels so good to fucking work. It actually after the first day of you working out, as tired as you are, you feel good because you've accomplished something.
Yeah.
But get into your habit after a couple weeks, and you need it. It's a fix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love that.
It's like, I mean, I guess, you know, I'll admit this right now. This is something I'll admit on Podstache live in the air. Like, I have an addictive personality in some way. Like, I'm surprised, like, drugs. Like, I made that New Year's resolution after hearing the New Year's Podstache. But I didn't really want to do any recreational drugs. It's only been 2 months
I want to
now.
snowboard once. I'm just saying.
Wait a year, buddy. Get on it. Well, like, for me, like, you know, I made that resolution, and like, you know, I think since I was like 20, I've like done blow. You know, not a lot, not like I've been like fucking blow all the time. But, like, you know, if I wanted to go do it, I'd do it, or if it was put in front of me, and I'd do it. And like I'm
McDonald's.
actually pretty much, yeah.
It's
but
hard.
for 2 months, there's been 2 times when I've had like Coke put in front of me, and I didn't do it. So I'm actually very happy with myself for that. Because, like, in my mind, there was that internal struggle briefly where I'm just like, fuck, man, it's free drugs, and I love this drug, and it makes me feel great. But I'm like, you know what, dude? Fuck that. But, like, with food, it's the most fucked up thing for me. Like, that is something, like, even booze. I don't have a problem with booze. I drink, and this is maybe bad, I drink when I'm here at Podstache or at band practice. I don't get drunk at band practice. I, like, we have a couple beers. Here I get drunk because this is my one time a week, just, like, cut loose and yell into a microphone. Masturbate at it. But, like, food is my weakness.
There's a couple of things.
It's my problem, and that's my problem.
But it's
That's what
it's
sucks.
our country's problem. It's actually the world's problem.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But
and,
especially
and
our
again, like
Yeah.
what I was seeing in there is that these food companies are it's engineered that way. It's not like they're just making it with sugar and like that sugar is going. They're making it so that it's addictive, so that when you get it, your brain immediately signals and says, "This is awesome." And I'm not, and it's an excuse. I'm totally a big guy, and I'm.
I agree.
That's
I
any
agree.
food though.
No.
Your brain's gonna be like, oh, that's awesome.
No, it's not that
No,
way.
It's like for me, like, and this is awful of me. For me, like, Taco Bell is one of those things where if it's like I'm at work and I'm having a shitty day, I'll get Taco Bell.
Is it because it's taboo?
I think that's what it is. But
Like,
for me,
I can't have this. It's shitty. I love eating it.
Exactly, and that's kind of what it
There's-
is in my
there's
brain
totally
because
other
I like,
things.
dude, I'll eat it and I'm eating and it's like this is fucking delicious, and I get done and I'm like, fuck me.
Right.
I just want to
It's
like
such
crash
instant-
my car
We're
right
in a
now
country
because
of
I
such
ate a whole other thing
instant
of Taco Bell.
gratification.
It's like,
The problem, though, is also that it's too expensive to eat anything else. Like, I remember... what is
fucking
it?
romaine lettuce, dude.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Real quick, romaine lettuce, right? Like, well, this is the thing, because, like, I've been wanting to do this thing where you switch from bread and tortillas to, like, romaine lettuce. So a sandwich you make with romaine
low
and with...
carb.
Right.
Jimmy John's.
Right, you
unwich.
know? And you can do that with, like, anything. And I did it Wednesday. Romaine lettuce, dude, for a fucking a head of romaine lettuce, it's like $1.50 a pound at Meijer, and that's pretty cheap. They don't sell it at Aldi because Aldi, it would go bad in a day. But it's like, it's stuff that's good for you costs more, and it sucks. Strawberries, they're like $3.50 a fucking bunch, and it's
Well,
like
for what a pound is about $4.
it's expensive as shit, and that's
Yeah.
what sucks. But you can go over there. For strawberries, for a pound of strawberries, it's $4. But you can go buy a thing of red velvet cake moon pies for
I know.
$1 for fucking 2 pounds.
Little Debbie, man. Little Debbie is my fucking
and then,
bitch.
And that's and it's bad and it's an excuse, but it's just like it sucks. I don't know. Being fat sucks, and I put myself here, and it sucks trying to get out of it.
You know,
That's what I'm saying, and it's my own problem to deal with for sure. Like I
of
have
course.
to be able to do it
Well,
myself, and I'm making an excuse. But it
There's
sucks,
a portion
you know?
thing, too. Like, I fucking eat heavy. Like, I fucking eat big, man.
Big man.
But another interesting fact too is you've probably seen this documentary too, Chris.
I'm gonna drink
It's
more.
a different documentary, similar guys that are being interviewed in it. But our body is meant to take in about 70%, like it's the raw food thing. Our body was meant to kind of live off of raw food. Like 70% is all non-meat products. Like if you eat about 70%, that's how the body was meant to function. And they were talking about a couple different things. One is you start doing things that you start eating the way the body was meant to be taken in, like that. So you start to be unsusceptible to cancers and diseases and things like that. And then they've also going to talk about vitamins and things about our country. Our doctors are meant to treat problems, but not meant to solve underlying beginnings.
That was
The cause.
super interesting point. Like on NPR, there was a thing about this guy who went with this tribe. I forget what country it's from, but he was following it as a photographer, following this tribe around for a year. And one of his biggest things he noticed was their lack of disease and illness. He's like, these people didn't have cancers, they didn't have diabetes, they didn't have heart disease, they didn't have obesity. They died of like completely natural causes or part of their environment because they don't have, hey, I want fucking burgers, let's have burgers. I want pizza, let's have pizza. I want cheese, I want this and that. And like that's what sucks about America. We have all of that. So
Well, yeah. Why do you think half these fast food chains are like introducing like some sort of new thing, like just like every other month,
And it's
I love
awesome. Like
Shamrock
I
Shakes,
love. Oh my god,
rib is back.
Fucking,
I know,
fucking
fuck
Shamrock
yeah, it
Shakes.
is,
Fucking a Shamrock Shakes, dude. I remember we were in Vancouver and they didn't have McDonald's. There didn't have Shamrock Shakes, and
They hate the Irish in Vancouver.
They do. We were itching, man.
I wasn't itching. You were itching.
I was fucking itching. Shamrock Shakes are the shit.
Yuck.
Fuck your face. You had one when we came back.
From where? Now?
Johnny. Yeah, and as overused as the phrase is, it applies to drugs and fast food. Eventually, you get to a point to where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Oh, yeah.
And it just that's why I rarely eat fast food, because when I eat it, I feel like garbage. And dude, I am definitely not the prime example of physical health
You're a
by
sexy
any means.
man, Brian.
But it's just like, dude, I feel like garbage when I eat that.
But that's
shit.
exactly the point. You have to hit a point, especially I think we've both been good at getting down and then we come back up. That's the problem.
Want to hear my depression point?
But the thing is, you got to get through the excuses and just be like, I'm going to start doing it. And the problem is, not the problem. You just have to get beyond those first few days. Like I find, like as long as you start creating that habit. And my thing is I love to, and I think wrestling did a lot of this to me. Is I will go balls to the fucking wall for a few months, and I'll get down there, and then I'll just fucking stop, and I'll come back up.
Well, yeah, because you're like, cool, I'm here, I'm happy, and then you just kind of slowly
Lax
ease off that
Right.
gas pedal.
Yeah.
And you're just
What was
like,
it?
"Meh,
Our
maybe,
last
you know."
KPT show, I finally got down. I haven't gotten down there since like fucking high school. I was like down to like 215, and I was like, holy shit. And then I was like, I can have a fucking cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Or 70.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's what sucks. I
to pay you tomorrow.
I don't know. Being like fat sucks. And like I've been down before. Like you remember, like when I lost that
When you were
shit ton
jogging
of weight.
Yeah.
You know, like I wasn't even jogging that much. I think I just kicked my metabolism enough from jogging, and then I laid off it for a bit. But I kept losing weight, and like I want to be that again. Like it was depressing for me. Like the first day I did the yoga, like a week and a half ago, I went under to a position, and like this is me bearing my soul to the Podstache listeners.
Your
And
pants split, right?
No. How depressingly fat I felt. I went to do a position, and to do it, I had to literally move my gut off my leg.
Yeah.
I like went down, and I was like, "This is uncomfortable." Oh, okay, and I was like, "You know what? I want to fucking jump out of a fucking window right now, like, because I've officially become fat enough where I'm like, my gut's getting in my way, like, you know." And like, I don't hate myself. I think I'm a pretty decent guy, so I can still have fun and be cool. But like, I'm depressed with the way I look, and when I think about how I feel like shit.
Sure.
So I want to get better, but I keep drinking.
I think I think
Which
the
I
other thing
won't
that's
fucking
interesting
stop
too,
doing.
I remember adolescence, like dating and women, and you get frustrated. Like I remember being overweight and being like 18, 17 years old. Once I started gaining that weight,
Why won't you fuck me?
you get to that point. You get to that point where it's like, fuck,
Why can't I jerk off at you?
you know
Put the lotion in the basket.
what?
I got you, Jerry.
And this idea of, I think the idea of when you get overweight, like me and Justin have gotten a little bit overweight, you become so self-conscious of appearance and how you see yourself, and you portray it onto other people. Mm-hmm. It's really, it really fucks with you psychologically.
Mm-hmm.
Like what is it? I should ask Justin. Actually, Justin's much better at this than I am. But I will, and I still do it now. Like, you know, the idea that when you're a little bit overweight and stuff like for me right now, I'm out of shape. I haven't been working out. I would not like a girl that is in my position, like a girl that is doing exactly what I'm doing and looks kind of like, you know, overweight and stuff, not worrying about working out and kinda, that doesn't attract me. So, you know what I mean? So when I think about like dating and stuff like that, I'm like, you know what? I'm not in the right position for that.
Yeah.
You know, how do you feel about that? Like in terms of, I was just talking about like being a little bit overweight makes you more physical conscious of other people.
When I'm single, absolutely. And when I'm like, and this is kind of bearing my soul again. In a relationship.
We drank and now we're getting deep.
I mean, like, I don't give it. It's not anything bad. When I like, because there's days when I feel more fat than others. when I'm feeling like I'm a fat fuck and feeling like self-loathing.
Yeah.
Like I'll turn down physical advances, like from Liz. Because like
Did you know about
like, but it has nothing to do with her. Like it's like I'd love to have like my penis red
But
and shit.
I'm a
but like when I think about it, I'm just like I am disgusted with myself. I don't want you to touch me right now, and it feels so girly, you know.
Yeah.
But there's days when I feel fucking great, and I'm like up and going, and I'm like fuck yeah, and I'm like on the fucking rail, you know. But like there's days when like, you don't feel adequate.
Yeah.
Right.
physically, and like I will turn down sex because
Do you think
I
that
feel,
you have a higher standard of women because of how you feel?
no.
Really?
No.
I think I do. I think
when
my
I was-
standard of women, the standard of women that I would hold that I am attracted to is higher simply because of how I feel. It's interesting. Because
that's
I
the
know.
opposite of me because I was banging fatties when I was down to 245. So
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't mind myself a fatty every now and then because I'm a fatty. But I'm in terms of in terms of in terms of relationship, I want someone that is better kept.
yeah.
And that's why I think I've taken myself out a little bit because I'm not better kept right now. As soon as I get back into it, all of a sudden I'm back in. And you know what the
Maybe
problem?
it's-
You know the
maybe
problem
it's-
that happens as soon as I start getting better in shape. I start losing all my fucking money because I start going out all the time, hanging out, going on dates and shit, and spending all my fucking money.
Well,
And then I get fat again. I don't know how that happens. How does that happen? I don't
That's the thing
know.
is, like, when I started dating Liz, I was at 250, which like literally that's the least I've weighed, even in high school. Sophomore and freshman and sophomore year, I was like I weighed 250 starting junior year. So when I got you were a part of my life when I was at 250.
He had a Belky poster.
I had a Belky poster, but like I dropped all that weight in like, the winter and shit.
Yeah.
And when I got down there, I felt fucking great. And I started dating Liz when I weighed that much, and I felt great. And I was wearing like size large T-shirts, and I felt fucking great, and I felt confident. And like we've dated since then, and I've put on a shit ton of fucking weight because I like cooking. And now that I have a little family, I can be like, I'm gonna cook every night, 40-44, nom nom nom, like
Swedish.
and that's like my pride. yeah, And like, but like this thing is like I don't know. Like she still loves me, and she tells me I'm handsome, so I love her to death. Like, I mean, it's like Kevin Smith. It's like
hold on to what we.
it's like Kevin Smith and Jen Schwalbeck. Like I keep gaining weight, she doesn't change, and I'm just like, kill me. She's like, you're handsome, and I'm like, I
Kevin
love
Smith
you.
And that's
has
interesting.
money.
And that's interesting.
You're right, but I have talent.
What's interesting, and that's
Fuck
awesome.
that guy. I love him.
What I think is like that's really awesome. Like my thing especially when I drink, I'm hitting on women constantly. I think the reason,
Yes, you are.
yeah,
And dudes.
a lot of the reason, and I'm a little drunk right now. A lot of the reason I don't close is because is a couple reasons. Is because I am such a harsh judger of other people. A lot of because I'm a really harsh judger of myself. Why are we? This is like Oprah.
Some Shakespeare shit right there.
But I don't close because I don't like to close because I don't
Station.
because again like I don't think highly enough of myself.
Right. There's no way this girl
Question.
There's no way this girl would like
No,
me.
random
Right,
question,
exactly.
Right.
Even so, the signs are there and you let them pass. You know what I mean?
Question. While fucking, I'll put it bluntly, shirt on or shirt off?
Doesn't matter. Lights off. That's like the first fucking thing I do is turn the lights off.
Yeah, baby.
Both.
Okay.
Or either.
Is there anything that dictates like why you would do either one or what? Or like no, I'm not even talking lights off. Just like shirt off or shirt on.
No, it's
Either way.
It depends on whether it's the heat of the moment.
Okay. Chris.
I hate being shirtless in general.
Really?
Yeah.
I love being shirtless, just not in public.
Jared? Really, Kuba? We should do a calendar.
Dude, I am so fucking naked at my house. It's not even funny. I'm always in boxers. Jason probably hates me, man, because I just
Oh,
like
dude, I
walk
do
around
yoga in my
naked.
fucking just like I do yoga and workout. shorts,
Fucking,
like,
we
shirtless all
would
the
do
time,
shoots,
but-
and I feel like I don't feel awful. Fuck them. We do shoots, and like women are coming in, and I'm like just waking up, and I'm fucking in a towel, just taking a shower, like caught it. Go over there.
I'll be taking pictures of you. I'll be getting your photos done.
Yeah.
You'll be a star.
Dave?
I was gonna say we should be talking to the weight gain expert here, David Lee.
It's gonna catch up to me real quick.
Shirt on or shirt off?
Shirt off.
Shirt off? That's your preference?
Yeah.
Not you.
It really depends on feelings.
Basically,
Basically, I like to go shirt off because I like skin.
I completely agree with that. Shirt off is awesome.
like titties in my chest.
In horizontal positions.
Episode title.
I'm still
Horizontal
shirt
is
off.
shirt off. Vertical, I don't care.
See, like, no matter what, I'm shirt off still. Even though I feel fat, I'm still shirt off because I'm just like, I have this small moment to feel sexy, like shirt off, like.
A small moment.
That's what I call it. You ready for a small moment, baby? I'm out. That was me clapping, didn't it? My penis isn't big enough to clap.
But when you have the shirt on, are you conscious of the sex juice? So you're like lifting it.
That's
up?
part of it. That is part of it. Like, because
I like this shirt. I can't get.
if you're like fucking with the shirt on, yeah, definitely. Well, like, yeah, it's A and B. Like, wait, what? No, I don't. I'm drunk. If you're fucking with your shirt on,
You lift
like
it up.
you lift it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like showing off my rippling ass, but like for me,
You give yourself like your own tummy tuck.
but for me, it's like, A, like I like to feel a little bit more confident. Like I have my shirt off. But B, it's like, yeah, I might want to wear that shirt in like half an hour.
Now here's a question. As a bit,
I wear shirts for like 3 days in a row sometimes.
Okay, that's no. I'm a fucking germaphobe about that. Like, it's always in the back of my mind. Just,
my thing with shirts is I'm a one day type of guy until my fucking washer and dryer go out, which it just did last week, and so now I'm a
did it go
hanger
out? Or
guy.
did you not pay your bill?
No, it just went out.
The
like
shirt I wore for the show last week, I wore 3 times during the week.
Really?
Didn't wash it.
Huh?
I sprayed it with Axe. It smelled delicious.
Well, you reuse shirts, but you always have an undershirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I wear sleeveless, but it doesn't make a difference.
I'm always washing shirts. Like I only wear it once.
Well, it does. Yeah.
But
I give him a smell before.
for the sex juice reasons, though, yeah, I prefer to like pull my shirt up or take it off.
When
Like,
you pull it up, now do you use the arm, like, under your arm?
oh no, it's just no fuck. No, it's a sexy move where you're just like, fuck yeah, like. You just one hand that fucker.
now,
you know?
Justin, as a big guy like myself,
Yeah.
are you a worker or do you just fucking let it go?
It depends on how I feel, man.
Really? Like I work down below, man. But like when we go to, yeah. But when we're talking about fucking, after
talking about fucking
yeah, when we get into fucking, like I'm such a fucking just whale, man. You can just lay on me and fucking get it down. But I eat pussy like a son of a bitch. I'm just saying that. Sam Kinison taught me well.
I do. Well, I take pride in that part of my life too. But like, I have no problem like just being like, yeah, it's my turn to fucking do some hammering, like, you know.
I just like my issue is just like holding my fucking self up, dude. Like, fuck this, dude.
That's why you do it from behind. Then you have a little stand.
That's a great call. That's a fucking awesome call.
I'm kidding. I don't do that.
What's wrong, baby?
Nothing. I can't hold this. The alternate endings they live. A fat guy fucking like, what's wrong, baby? Oh. No, like I can go either way, man. I'm a fat guy, but I can go either way. Like if I gotta do work, I'll do work, motherfucker. And that's exactly how Liz reacts because she's frightened of me.
I also have to soundboard. I am like a whale.
Orally, dude, I'm fucking fantastic. But when it comes to fucking sex, dude, they have to do the rest. I warm you up. You just gotta finish yourself
By
off.
that point, they should be done. It's your fucking turn. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. I'm never getting laid again.
She's at work. We need to pick her up when we leave, actually. We gotta pick her up from work when we leave. Yeah. It's kind of, yeah.
What? No.
No, yeah.
My face right there.
Well, we're actually good for this episode.
Fuck off.
No shit.
Extra episode.
I can't do that.
I'm kidding.
I would, but. Would, but.
Holy shit, yeah.
Be right back.
Hey!
Sexy.
Yeah, let's burn one real quick and then we gotta take off.
Good week.